Is it possible to find that without all the structures that come from memory, ideas, wish to portray? Is it possible, first of all, before going into any of those areas, just to go quite directly into raise this as a great question. There are many connected with it, and I'm sure that everyone here has got many personal observations and experiences that we can share later in the day when we've done a little more work together. It will be more fruitful for all of us.
Yesterday, many thousand long miles day back then, we'll see the crowd there in New York. The books are against it. We don't want to push them. So the movies distributed our news that you get it once more and keep and 14 other cities. One day New York City ideas are widely related to their school systems. Start stand for
I believe in nothing except the reality with which I am confronted, understanding it, dealing with it in terms of my personality.
No, baby, it ain't you, it's me. Or the peyote shrooms and mescaline. Now within shit, it ain't no matter to me. Still got a complex about getting too complex like gravity in relation to weak electromagnetic forces in the vicinity. But these unified theories, buy me a beer G, then turn the mic up like, can y'all niggas hear me? I say these loops are quantum, sir, yours is fiber optic. The future's now stupid and they say he's a psychotic. He dropped a killer disc and all the loonies ran to cop it. This rabbit hole ramen, no bubblegum, no pop shit. Like I'll be LSP and you're not ready for this hot shit. Don't worry about this here, kid, I got this. Just get them high, side to side, into your pockets. We can all be free for a nominal fee. And so we grew to be the phenomenal MC in a nominal world. Welcome boys, welcome girls. Your chosen scope of ride to see. Spirit made fresh for all eternity. Nice to see you. It was a 24-hour trip to get here, but now I'm ready to rip, so don't get all flip about the lip here. I'm tripping balls right now, but how in the fuck did you get here? Like, excuse me, baby, pardon me, I hope nobody was about to sit here. She said I'd like to take this time, but how could I take what wasn't mine? Say no time but the present, and that present shit, I feel fine. And now I'm inspired and inclined to build a fuck capacitor. I'm the global ambassador. If it's too fast for y'all, you got to do is shape time. Once we break 88, I feel we'll make great time. It's just mind over matter, it's just a matter of time. And the past and future seem to flux, so what the fuck's the matter with time? Can't make my bed, say can't make up my mind. Can't stand to sleep, gotta keep on the grind. So the kid don't sleep for more than 4 at a time. At a time, at a time, at a time.
Those of you who conclude my upkeep, I adore each and every one of you. I will not insult any one of you by refusing to take my money. If you have no money, you would give it to me. If you had it, there's no need to walk away. Smile, smile. Don't let there be too many smiles, though. Smile, 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 smile.
Fort Brick said that he's received a copy of the resolution, but the lawyer cuts name in the form of a private letter. He'll answer privately before making a public comment. Really starting to feel strange. After one or two times in history, as though Jumbo, San Francisco, the Kentucky man arrived around the tower being shot at
33 RPM, surrounded by seraphim, or at least a pair of them. No stopping him, Blair when that's my word, Leviathan. Deuteronomy by then. Lobotomy behind it, can try when you wear a brim. Keep it cocked like the year that brought him in. Live from now to then, then rewind the sound, come back again. Again, these loops is quantum bum, yours is wearing thin. Gone for 2 days on 4 hits of mescaline. He been in for 10, fingers and toes in the wind. Supposed to end like what came, rose again and again and again. These loops is quantum, I think yours is polyester. Think he's probably just adjusted till the jury was sequestered. At odds get even, maybe more, maybe lesser. Don't mean shit if the wit don't impress her. Superfly kicks, yeah, he's a sick dresser. Plus he got the tech and 25 on his dresser. Surrounded by angles, eating mangoes and mushrooms, boom, Papa Shango. Still don't antimatter, but where the pain go, man, go on. Shit, they go tripping again. Live from them, and then unloop the sound, come back again. That's my word, Deuteronomy, Leviathan. Lobotomy with Heineken. These loops is quantum bum, yours is wearing thin. Don't try it again and again and again and again.
Now these experiments started not on tape recorders, but on paper. In 1959, Brian Geisel said that writing is 50 years behind painting, and applied the montage technique to words on a page. And this technique had already been used in painting at that time for 50 years. In fact, I had in painting. Brian copied out phrases from newspapers and magazines, then took the scissors and cut these selections into pieces and rearranged the fragments at random. And these cut-up experiments appeared in minutes ago in 1959. When you experiment with cut-ups over a period of time, you find that some of the cut-ups and rearranged text seem to refer to future events. I cut up an article written by John Paul Getty and got, "It's a bad thing to sue your own father." This was a rearrangement. It wasn't in the original text. And a year later, one of his sons did sue him. I mean, it's just purely extraneous information. It meant nothing to me. I had nothing to gain on either side. We had no explanation for this at the time. It just suggesting the press, when you cut into the present, the future leaks out. But we simply accepted it and continued the experiments. The next step was cut-ups on the tape recorder, and Brian was the first to take this obvious step. Now, the first tape recorder cut-ups were a simple extension of cut-ups on paper. You record, there are many ways of doing these, but here's one way. You record, say, 10 minutes on the recorder. Then you spin the reel backwards or forwards, just like that, without recording. Stop at random and cut in a phrase. Now, of course, when you cut in that phrase, you've wiped out what's ever there, and you have a new juxtaposition. Now, how random is random? We know so much that we don't consciously know that we know that perhaps the cut-in was not random. The operator, on some level, knew just where he was cutting in. As you know, on some level, exactly where you were and what you were doing 10 years ago at this particular time. But you couldn't, most of you couldn't, there are a few freaks that can, make that knowledge consciously available. And the same way, while you're doing the tape, on some level, you know just exactly where your words are. So cut-ups put you in touch with what you know and do not know that you know. Now, of course, this procedure on the tape recorder produces new words by altered juxtaposition, just as new words are produced by cut-ups on paper. Well, we went on to exploit the potentials of the tape recorder, cut up, slow down, speed up, run backwards, inch the tape, that means work it back and forth across the tape head, play several tracks at once, cut back and forth between two recorders. Now, here are some tapes which Brian made with all the technical facilities of the BBC in London, and they show, I think, what can be done with a human voice and one phrase.
All active, calling all reactivation. All active, calling all activation 3, calling all activation 3, calling all activation 3.
I like the sunrise, 'cause it brings a new day. I like the sunrise, it brings new hope, they say. I like the sunrise, I like the sunrise. It brings new hope, they say.
Escape energy, light flight from the core through the 485,000 in between, heard and seen it all before. Light and heat lead, photon power, motion more. Bombard them with punchlines and metaphors. Irradiated zones prone to intergalactic wars. One bit of hydrogen, then batter them with bars. Then helium sept on my new kicks. Said pardon me, partner, but we got to rise above this shit. Swerving out the bar, man, I love this shit. Where everybody knows your name and fame don't mean shit. I mean it seems routine, like rolling some green shit. Absorbed and re-emitted, yeah, he's heard and seen it about a million times, but there's hope. Density decreases higher up, so he started doing dope. And collisions less frequent, cause he's peeped it, we're in the same boat. Hear the pace and plot quickens, thickens the novel he wrote. 130,000 between, or a 10-day bender. For now he comes back 3 days later, return to sender. 8 minutes to grams before he finally land. 93 million miles from one, come all, I know the band. Yeah, I get you in. I've been around the town, held Lady Luck by the hand. She say tomorrow's a new day, we'll bring some light to the land when the DJ press play.
I like the sunrise, 'cause it brings a new day. I like the sunrise, it brings new hope, they say. I like the sunrise, 'cause it brings a new day. I like the sunrise, it brings new hope, they say.
It's his style. That's where the emotion comes from. By the way, the language is used, all the words are put together.
Put the Phillies down for a moment, bring those mushrooms here. The smoke tastes still, I'm getting fat from this beer. Y'all been talking gas and packs for all of these years. True life is a bitch, but if she keeps shedding tears, we could all just drown, best to face those fears. No pressure, less than just a couple ideas. Like I exist outside of space, so why am I here? Waiting for a response, but the crowd just cheered. Have a nice trip, skip, just be sober when you stare. The sky's quite cloudy, but his vision so clear. The prophet and a seer, like the end is near. For you or someone else on the planet, I swear. So damn it, I dare to rhyme space tears and contradict slicks like all contraire, mon frere. The kid style sick, let's get a doctor in there. Do you think he'll make it? Yeah, sometime next year. A cinnamon certified by a jury of his peers who say these are strange times, yeah, the world's quite queer. From a midsummer flight, like I just copped a new pair. Limited edition, yeah, tracks real rare. So when he Shakespeare's, this is his King Lear. My kingdom for a horse, or at least a decent snare. A quick drum I can ride from way out there to boldly go where no one cared. So there you have it, his words, not mine. A 6-track soundtrack, the journeys of the mind. We'll dig real deep and see what we can find. Hope to see you again, Ben, same channel, same time. So there you have it, his words, not mine. A 6-track soundtrack, the journeys of the mind. We'll dig real deep and see what we can find. Hope to see you again, Ben, same channel, same time.
Useless to pray. In a chance universe, we are victimized by accident, escaped by accident. External reality has come more and more to resemble the world that used to exist only in the anxious imaginings of mind. History has confirmed his vision. The only fantasy left is that he's just an entertainer.